Let's analyze yesterday's game. It was a really interesting game. Accuracy is really close, 88.7 for me, 88.5 for him, so about the same. Ratings are estimated at 2300, both of us, so that's actually nice. Yeah, it does say I have 2 missed wins, so I'm curious to see what those are, so let's go into it. So immediately, the Dutch defense is really something I should prepare for. I'm not prepared against this at all. And yeah, again, this is inaccurate, even though it's plus 0.3, so yeah, nothing wrong here, but like I said, I'm not prepared. And I just knew that one of the ideas was just to take this knight off. And again, this is fine, it's plus 0.4 now, now plus 0.2, so the engine is having trouble evaluating this, but it's about the same. And yeah, I was really just going for a solid game. I knew my opponent was higher rated, so I didn't want to go into any tactics because yeah, that might benefit him. At the same time, with the way I played, I pretty much gave myself no chance and basically was playing for a draw from the beginning. So yeah, I'm really curious what those missed wins were. Yeah, could have. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't consider that. So I did consider this, and I thought like, okay, his pawn would just kick me back. Let's see what the engine says. Yeah, so this is just bad, and now the bishop comes here, so that would just lose the tempo. So yeah, bishop d3 was probably a little bit more active. No need to defend my knight or anything because he's nowhere near to pinning it or something. So that's something I can learn from this. It still wants that. Okay, so that shows how much better it would have been to put my bishop there, because even a move after it just wants to move my bishop again. Yeah, I castled, and this is still fine. And I thought I would be going for a minority attack here. What does the engine say? Knight a4. Basically bringing my knight in here. Yeah, this is plus 0.2, and the move I played is 0-0. So yeah, it would have been better to place my knight there, but still, I felt like the minority attack was the way to go. And yeah, I felt like this was wrong because I immediately saw, okay, this square is vulnerable now, so I wanted to go there immediately. I know this was a miswin. I should have broken. Yeah, I played this really quickly, I believe, even. Let's see. Yeah, so 19 seconds. I know that at some point my knight would be going there, but maybe I shouldn't have rushed it. Should have played slowly and realized that this would be a really nice breakthrough. And engine even wants him to take. Now I have control over the A file, which is half open. I'm still looking for things like this, which was the initial idea behind my minority attack, but even wants to take with the knight here. I guess to bring that knight there. So the idea was indeed to bring a knight there. I just chose a longer route and a worse route, giving him the time to play a5. Okay, this was the right response. And this is still alright for me. Yeah, and this bishop move, I really wasn't sure what he was going to do, because I felt like it was really obvious with my knight maneuver, that I was going there. And now he just allows me to go there at tempo. And after that, he just moves back. So yeah, that just lost the tempo. And at this point, I felt like, okay, if anyone is winning, it's me. So I don't really like the decision I made here. So doubling up the queen and rook was the right idea. A3 is a little bit better, the engine says, but okay, nothing much to analyze there. And here, there was tactics here. Okay, let's see what the engine says. Okay, so what if he takes? I can take here, push his queen away. Still not seeing a lot. Just checking here. And it's double check. Okay, so that's what I missed. And that's quite difficult tactic to calculate. So yeah, he needs to move his king now. And I can win his bishop. Okay, so that would have been a nice sacrifice, but really tough to calculate. So this was a missed win. And this was the right idea here. And here I had the chance to trade everything off, and I'm not really sure if I should have. But again, I'm playing a high-rated opponent, so I was completely playing to really solid at least, and you know, maybe waiting for a mistake for him, but else just going for a draw. And yeah, this was indeed inaccurate, allowing him to trade. I was kind of debating to play this, but yeah, the engine agrees with me that this wouldn't have been an asset. It would have been a pass pawn, but yeah, it's more of a vulnerability than an asset. And by taking with the rook, I at least have the file. Oh, he does correctly bring his rook there. And yeah, the engine says bringing my knight back again. I don't know why the engine wants my knight on the rim this whole game, but okay. So this trade was fine. And it's still plus 0.3, so it's I have something to play for. And this was the right idea, so again, trying to bring a knight here. Idea was to go for this route. Now he attacked my pawn first, so I defended it. Yeah, could have blocked this bishop. I felt like this would become a weakness, although looking at it now, he doesn't have any rooks or queens anymore, so he can't use this file to easily access this this pawn. So okay, I just went for my plan. Would have been alright. And here, yeah, I saw he gave me this square. I also mentioned this at the game, but I felt like it doesn't really do anything. And for instance, he can lock in my bishop, and now, yeah, the engine says bishop e8. Ah, yeah, okay, so that was the idea. I should have noticed the follow-up, so just attacking that pawn, which is still a weak pawn. Yeah, instead, he should have played here, but then still, now what is my bishop doing here? Yeah, engine wants me to play g3. That's okay. So I decided to go for this. Maybe here I was debating. Okay, I want to move one pawn forward to start bringing my king in and give my king some room. Even though again I'm not having any back rank issues because he doesn't have a rook or a queen. So that's maybe something to learn from me, that things that are weak sometimes aren't weak other times. Like you could say my king is my back rank is vulnerable here. But yeah, because there's no rooks and queens on the board, I should have noticed that that wasn't a problem. But yeah, still, this was a good move, the engine says. Now this was inaccurate. Yeah, I thought that after this I could trap his bishop. But after I played King of 2, I realized that he probably has this. And now the engine even says this, which is probably the same idea. If I try to go for his bishop, he can take here now, or even the other way around. Yeah, and now he has just 1-2 pawns. I think this would have worked as well. Okay, I could have taken. Yeah, then after this, his bishop just gets to safety. Engine even wants me to try again, but still, now the bishop is this square, and yeah, he has just won a pawn. So I gave up that pawn, but luckily he didn't take it. Now this is the right idea. Taking with the knight is right. I was looking at taking with the pawn, which the engine now says is best. So I guess, yeah, both moves are just equal. It's just an equal position from here. And I felt like we both had something going for us. He had a 4 and 3 on this side. I had a 3 and 2 on this side. But yeah, I didn't see any way to break through. Like, even if I break through here, he has 2 bishops here to defend. His king can come over. And the same for him on this side. I have 2 pieces to defend and my king is here. So yeah, I was just trying to get my bishop to a better square. So that's what I did. This is check, so he can take my knight. And after this, I brought my knight in. He traded. Yeah, and I looked at this, but I felt like it was a little less safe. This is a little more close position. His pawns can't move now. Yeah, I didn't want to take any risks. Engine says this is plus 0.5, so maybe I should have been able to play for something here. But again, I didn't really see how to break through. And after this, it's equal. both brought the kings up. And this was alright. Wasn't scared of him trading here because, yeah, his pawns are just blocked now. Also, his king can't come in because my pawn is preventing it and my king is preventing this. And at the moment, this pawn as well. And his bishop can't come in either, like he's staring at this pawn here. These pawns are blocking his bishop, so yeah, he can try to go for something like this. And maybe if this pawn moves, he can go there. But yeah, that's just so slow, and meanwhile I just have one move to defend, or even with this bishop, so that's nothing there. Okay, so that wasn't what happened in the game. He played there. And now, yeah, I was wondering, bringing the king back would have also been alright. I felt like something like this would have been bad right here. And the engine agrees. So now he has this. And yeah, he is breaking through now, so at least. Yeah, now it says it's still equal. But I felt like I wouldn't. Okay, now it already says it's equal. But so yeah, I felt like this was better. If he goes here, then everything is locked. If he takes, then I can take back, and same thing. So he brought his king in first. I went here and I felt like, okay, maybe there's something to play for, because yeah, this side is pretty much locked now. And meanwhile here I can maybe generate a pass pawn. So I was trying something. Again, I had to take back here. If I don't do anything, he's gonna push or even take and then promote, so can't allow that. And now I know, okay, this side, the play on that side is completely over. Again, he can try to get a bishop here with some moves, but yeah, my play is just faster. So he took there. I took with the bishop. I felt like this would have been a mistake. And yeah, the engine agrees. I calculated this in the game, even though the engine says this is not even best. So I felt like after this, this is even winning for me. I felt like he would have been quicker, coming in here and taking a pawn, but apparently not. King a3. And this is actually an interesting endgame. Let me see what the. So if he goes there, yeah, I'm just quicker, sacrificing a pawn, and then going here. And even if he goes there, yeah, I'm just quicker. Should have maybe seen that. So I could have taken with a pawn, with a king, although it still says it's bad, so luckily I didn't play it, but for another reason. He can check with his bishop here. And then he can probably come in here somewhere, yeah. No, not even that. Going after the other pawn, yeah, and that would have been bad. So, for the wrong reason, I played the right move. And yeah, here played the right move. I was still looking at something like this, so if he is a little bit slow, I think I have some chances. Well, even here I can bring my king up. I was looking at things like this. Engine just says this is still equal. Yeah, I guess he can just defend against this. I don't have much firepower. Yeah, after this he defended, and yeah, I just offered him a draw. There was nothing to play for here. Engine completely agrees, like the basically every move is 0.0. You can mess up here. I was gonna play this move if he didn't want to draw, and then still, you know, his king can't come in. I'm gonna just go back and forth, and yeah, he has nothing to do. So yeah, he agreed with the draw. So yeah, I drew against someone higher rated, which is it's nice, but again, some things to learn from this as well. So let's see if we can improve in this next time. For now, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.